What's up? This is Voli. You're now tuned in to a Goodfella Media exclusive.
Woo, child, watch your step.
Boom, boom, boom. I'm just, you know what I mean? You know what I learned with this show, Q? A lot of things that I do by myself, like I sing songs by myself, or like I make believe I beat, but when I do it on air, it never comes out the way I
Yeah, it never sounds the way you think it does, right?
You think you're good at something, and then when you do it for like a lot of people, when they text you like, yo, just stop doing that, please, you're annoying me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you wasn't feeling my my beatboxing?
Nah.
This is a classic song too. A lot of hip hop heads would be violated.
Yeah. They'd be very, very upset about it.
I apologize for that.
Rap is, you know, the reason I got into music, and you know, from there, like, music's just my passion. Like, you know, I could get a 9 to 5, but I mean, something inside of me would have been killing me my whole life. Like, even if I, you know, went full throttle and failed, like, at least I'd know.
That's true. Now, what I want to talk about is this project you have coming out, The Wall.
Right.
You want to tell us a little bit about it? Any information that nobody knows that we might be able to get?
Information. Just, it's gonna be incredible. Super musical. And it's gonna, you know, be an extra fusion of different genres. So it's gonna be.
Is there anything that you dabble with recently, production-wise, that you're like, all right, this is something that I'm excited about?
Oh yeah, I think every track, because you know, every track that you go through, it completes that image that you had in your brain, and so you get more and more excited about it. So like, even the last track that I worked on, I'm just like, wow, like, this is.
What is it? What did we fuse? Come on, give me something.
What did we fuse, man?
Management just looked at him like, don't give it away. Don't give it away.
No, he's probably looking at you like, man, it's really hard to explain. So it's a fusion of like rhythmic music. There's rap in it, but there's also the rock influence, like, in all of my music. The Wall is definitely, like, that project is gonna be very like rock influence.
We're watching you climb, and it's dope, cause I remember a couple weeks back we had mentioned Voli, and it was like, hold up, but is that the dude that was on the joint with j.cole? And then it's like, oh yeah, that's. So now we're starting to see the blog surface. Is that the game plan?
The game plan is definitely, you know, a gradual climb. I'm you know, really focused on setting a foundation for myself as an artist, and you know, the brand in general. I want to make sure that, you know, when we end up taking meetings and when we end up going to labels and stuff, that we have a real foundation. That takes work. That takes, you know, time, and that takes, you know, incredible music. And my whole point was to just kind of do a gradual rise, a progression with the music, because the music's gonna keep getting better and better.
And as a fan, we know that the movements are the most important thing for the labels to take anybody serious now. I don't even think they care if your music is quality. They want to know how many followers you have first. Right. Like, literally, they're like, all right, are you at 100,000? Mm-hmm. Are you part of Team Breezy?
Yeah.
Smokers Club, what are you down with?
Right.
Our Future Wolfgang, like, and they have all these movements that are going on with the social medias, and I could see what you're saying with the you have to develop that brand, make sure they can respect that.
Yeah.
Is that part of wanting to draw? Do you have a mindset as far as what you're looking to get when you do make that next move?
I'm looking to get the best deal possible that I can get, and you know, I want to get a really good deal. You know, the details of that deal depends, you know, where I'm gonna be in a year and what's available to me. But I'm a very like instinctual kind of guy. So, you know, when it feels right, I'll know.
See, what I like about what you're saying is a lot of rappers would come in the position that you're in and be like, nah, it ain't about the deal. It's all about the music. Mm-hmm. It's all about doing my independent thing. La 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 la. And then as soon as the deal comes to them, they jump right on the deal, and I laugh. I always laugh at it because I'm like, you know, you want the deal. There's nobody who comes into rap who doesn't want to monetize their music, or else you wouldn't put it out to the public. Right. So I do like the fact that you were saying to yourself, yeah, I do want a deal. That's what I'm shooting for. Now, the question is, where do you think you would fit? Like, let's say you just had your choices toss up for labels or places that you think you, with your style and your music, would fit, where would you go?
You know what's funny is that I was talking with my manager about that the other day, and you know I don't even really think that way. Like it's odd because I'm kind of a unique artist in the respect that as you can hear, like if you've been following my music's kind of been changing.
Yes.
And it's becoming more and more of a fusion of different genres. So
it's becoming more you. I think you're having a lot more of it. I think from listening to some of your earlier stuff, like I said, I went back and did some backtracking. You were just rapping.
Right.
You know what I mean? Kind of just rapping in your traditional sense, and now you're going into what's going to be the sound that we say, oh, that's Voli.
Exactly, and that's kind of it's a great process, but it's also tough sometimes because I had planned on doing it that way from the very beginning to kind of show people, hey, like I can rap, because I started out just rapping from when I was younger. So at this point, I wanted to like really show people what I could do as an MC, and then just kind of show them what I could do just musically in general.
You know what I find very funny about this archiving generation that we have is that I feel like every single artist in the world from the beginning of music always had an early sound, then they took a couple steps back and said, all right, that's not what I want. Let's try this again.
Right.
And older generations, you might catch like snippet footage of them or like quick, like maybe a half a song that they found. But now's generation, you would actually have a mixtape, the one that you want to get rid of, or you're like, that was the developing days, you know. Right. And do you feel like that hurts or benefits an artist, especially like in your position? Because image is so important.
I think it depends on the artist. I think, you know, if you're going to it with intention, then I mean, it really depends on your intention. If you're like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do from the start, and I have reason for it, and all that matters is that, you know, that's your reason, you know, because people are gonna tell you this or that. Everybody thinks they know the right route for you, but that really just depends on the artist and what you're going for. For me, that's what I wanted to do, and really show people like, yo, like to serve as a reference point. Like I put out the Glassdoor sampler last year. People can go back 2, 3, 10 years from now and be like, oh, listen to this, and really see, yo, Voli really rapped.
Yeah,
like,
we grew.
Really, yeah. Not to say that I'm not gonna be really rapping in the future, but it's gonna be a mixture of different things. I love you too much. I show it too less. What did you say?